What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures, and welcome back to Losing It with Kylie Pax. This is the podcast for women who are done starting over every Monday. You're done binging in secret and you are finally ready to lose that weight. Now, before we dive in today, make sure that you hit subscribe, leave me a quick review if you're loving the show, and share this with your bestie who has been starting tomorrow since 2014. Girl, you know who you are. All right, today we are not talking your regular garden variety motivation. Honey, that is not how I roll. We are talking my 10-step motivational system that is going to teach you how to generate your own momentum on demand, especially when you are tired, emotional, feel like you're ready to quit. Because, girlfriend, you understand, motivation isn't something you can sit around and wait for. We've all been doing that since 2003. It is something you need to create. So grab your journal, grab a coffee, and get ready to take some notes because it is time to get moving. Sis, we are starting with our little acronym for motivation, and of course, the letter M. You need to master your morning. When you win your morning, you win the entire day. For those of you that have ever managed to do it, you know I'm not lying. That first hour of your day sets the brain's tone for everything. So you need to start with some intentionality. I'm talking hydration, movement, planning, breathing. You don't need to have a 5 a.m. routine. You need to have a routine that makes you feel alive, a routine that works for you, not something that the latest influencer is doing and getting paid to promote. No. There is a price tag connected to the person that you want to become, but you're only going to become that person if you believe that you are worth the transaction. So if that looks like you getting up at 5, then great. That's you getting up at 5. I'll be cheering you on because I'll still be getting another hour's sleep. Just understand that you are never going to pay more than you actually believe you're worth. Not what the result is worth. Don't get it twisted. You won't pay more than you think you're worth. So if that looks like a little bit of extra sacrifice in the morning and you believe and you know in your soul you're worth it, you'll make it. You'll make that sacrifice. Your only job is to know that you are worth the transactional price. If you believe that getting your movement in and over and done with first thing in the morning is the best price for you to pay so you can stack your transactional wins on top of that, then girl, you do that. Do what works for you. Don't wait for the fear to go away. The fear will become less as you keep moving forward. O stands for owning your choices. Every single decision you make, even that one little extra bite that you take or don't take, is a vote for the woman you're becoming. There's no shame, no excuses here, just ownership of your choices. You want to change your life? You need to start by changing your choices. And when you mess up, because you will, your only job is to question the choices, not your self-worth. T is for tracking your emotional triggers. Honey, you don't binge because you're weak. You binge because you got triggered. And triggers are just patterns that are running on repeat. Your only job, notice it, name it, neutralize it. That's how you break the cycle, because the women who get what they want out of life operate from their habits, not reacting to their triggers. I stands for implement one upgrade per week. Sis, please stop trying to overhaul your life in one giant hit. Pick one thing for this week and upgrade it. Whether that's drinking your water, getting sunlight, moving for 10 minutes. Tiny little shifts compound. I want you to stop looking at everybody else in your life as if they are the main character and you would just have some kind of supporting role. That sort of BS stops today. It's the women who do 1% better every week, every day, every month. They're the ones who become unrecognizable in 90 days. V is for visualizing your future self. OMG, I can talk about this one all day. She is already inside of you. You just haven't been acting like her yet. The reason I can confidently tell you she's inside of you is because you can see her, you can feel her. How do I know that's true? Because you're uncomfortable when you're not acting like her. When you are making shitty choices, you don't feel good about it because you know you're capable of so much better. So start visualizing her daily, how she moves, eats, thinks, and then show up as her. Don't sit around waiting to feel like her before you show up. Anytime you feel down, depressed, or anxious, you're not upset because of the depression and anxiety. You're upset because you're disconnected from who you have the ability to be. It's time for all of that to change. A stands for anchoring in your new habits. Stop trying to remember everything that you need to do in your life. Start stacking them. So for me, after I brush my teeth in the morning, that's when I journal. After I make my green tea, that's when I make my meal plans for the day. After I scroll Instagram, just kidding. You gotta stop doing that. Anchor in new habits on top of the old ones that are already rock solid. That's how you make them stick. The 1% woman isn't sitting around hoping she remembers shit. She is making plans, taking action, and stacking her wins on top of each other so that the whole day comes out at 100%. 80%. T is for tuning in to your hunger. You know my eating codes. I talk about them all day long. If you haven't got my free course yet, skip on over to KyliePax.com/free course and I will give you the 4 eating codes for free. You're going to eat only when you're hungry. You're going to stop eating at 80% full. Does that sound simple? Yeah. Does that mean it's easy? Definitely not. But your body knows. You just forgot how to listen. Let's relearn that together. What I teach inside of my membership is a combination of personal power and simple strategy. When you try to rush your results, you lose the person that you were supposed to become in the process. Don't lose sight of the long-term vision. If you're only tracking your short-term results, that will never fulfill you. You'll never be happy because you'll always feel like it's not working, even though it is over the long term, which is why I stands for interrupting old patterns. You're going to feel the cravings and the urges. They're going to come, but that is also your moment of power. That's when the growth happens in the daily mundane decision. So one of the things that I teach again inside of my app is pause, pass, and permission. What that looks like is if you feel like you just have to have those chocolate donuts that somebody left behind on your desk, just pause. Give yourself 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 seconds if that's all you can wait for. And then you're going to remove yourself from the offensive item just for a moment while you decide whether you want to pass on the opportunity to eat these things that you feel like you absolutely can't resist or give yourself permission to eat them. But if you do, make sure you eat them without guilt. If you're going to eat it with guilt, just don't even bother. Give it a pass then because it's not worth it. If you're going to feel like absolute garbage afterwards, what was the benefit? Pause for just a few seconds. Decide if you're going to pass on that impulse or not, but give yourself permission to have the thing later if you still really want it. Here's the spoiler alert. You never do. You never do. I follow my 3rd eating code, which is to follow your plan, not your mood, which means if donuts appear throughout my day and I had not planned to eat donuts on that day, I always tell myself, honey, you can eat all these donuts tomorrow. You can have 1,000,000 of them tomorrow if you want, but you didn't plan for them today, so you're not going to eat them today. If you still really want them tomorrow, you can have them tomorrow. But here's the trick. You never want them the next day because you are so proud of yourself for saying no, that is the motivation that carries you forward to keep the momentum cruising and getting the results. O stands for optimize your environment. Sis, I cannot talk about this one enough. If your kitchen looks like a 7-Eleven, then stop wondering why you keep eating junk food. It's very easy. You're living in a junk food store. Clear out the crap. Set up your success cues. Your environment should reflect the standards that you want to hold. So let go of the excuses like, well, I need it for the kids. My husband likes to eat this, because the way you're going to lose weight over the remainder of this year is to focus on building the best you. Not focus on the Cheezels. We're not focusing on the Doritos. We're not focusing on that. You will always have excuses and reasons to eat the food. Excuses are not the problem. Excuses you don't challenge are the problem. N stands for nighttime routine. This is it, honey. We have come right back 360 to the beginning. You either own your night or you lose your day. Your nighttime routine choices decide what tomorrow's energy is going to look like. If you are choosing screens until 2 a.m. and chaos and just munching your way through the evening because you deserve it, then expect to have a shitty day tomorrow. But when you understand that your conscious is the authentic voice of God, then there's no need to question it. You don't negotiate with it. All you need to do is follow its guidance. So ask yourself every single day, what can I do today to build a relationship with myself, to make myself stronger and feel more empowered, rather than using food to run and avoid myself and my life's problems. So this is it right here. This is the real motivation, not the hype, not temporary Monday energy. It's a system that rewires your self-concept and gives you the structure that you need to stay consistent. So babe, if this one hit home, go ahead, share it with a bestie who needs a dose of bombshell truth today and tag me on Insta so I can cheer you on. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode, because you know, motivation fades. But when you build a system that doesn't quit, then neither will you. I am sending you love. I cannot wait to see you again next week. Until then, gorgeous ones, bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to KyliePax.com and join me inside of the Bombshell Blueprint so you can stop emotional eating and start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources inside my past podcasts that will help you lose your weight without losing your sanity. I will see you next week.